It's my ST and online shop. On ST, type in Divine Care Naturals and then press enter. It will lead you straight to my shop. Here you can find all natural soaps scented with essential oils and also hair oil and hair butter. On my Amazon shop, you can find my hair oils. I will leave the link in the description section, and also I'll pin a comment so you guys can visit my online shop and purchase my items. Thank you. So guys, I'm actually going to steam the meat. Okay, I'm just going to add a bit of goya adobo to it to spice it up basically, and once it's done cooking, I'm going to fry it and we will start making the jollof rice. Alright guys, so the turkey is done cooking. Okay, it took about 15 minutes to cook it, so I'm going to turn off the stove now and I'm going to remove the turkey and let it cool down. I will fry it in the same pot I'm going to make the jollof rice in, and you guys will see. Guys, this is the turkey. It's going to sit here and cool down. Okay, and with the turkey broth, we're not going to throw it out. We're actually going to use it to make the jollof rice as well. Whenever you cook meat, okay, don't throw the broth out, especially when you're making stew or jollof rice. You can always add it to it and it will give you a very nice flavor. Alright guys, so I did fry the turkey. That's how it's looking like. Okay, I'm about to start making this jollof rice. So here is a mixture of pepper, ginger, garlic, onion. If you guys want a very good jollof rice, add ginger to it. Okay, even a little bit of ginger, especially if you like spices, it actually makes it taste good. So I'm going to use tomato paste. Okay, and yeah, I'll show you guys the rest of the ingredients, which are basically the spices, in a minute, because I'm cooking a whole lot of food and this whole place is already filled up. So I'm using the same oil that I used to fry the turkey to actually make the jollof rice. Okay, don't throw anything out, and if your oil was too much, you can take some out and use it to cook whatever food you actually is supposed to be cooking or will cook in the future. So I actually did take some of my oil because I'm also going to be making some bean stew, so I'm going to be using that. So I'm going to pour the mixture in here, and be also careful because at this point it's going to be very high. So yeah, once you go ahead and add the mixture, just give it a gentle stir and wait for it to cook for a minute or two. I'll actually show you guys a trick to know when your pepper mixture is done cooking. Okay, and then you can go ahead and add your tomatoes. You can definitely use tomato paste, tomato sauce, puree, crushed fresh tomatoes, or tomato paste. Okay, I'm using tomato paste for this jollof rice. Guys, so we're about to check on the stew. At this point, I know the pepper is actually done cooking, but let me show you guys the trick. You see, when I stir at it, you hear that noise it makes, then sound. Yes, that actually tells you that your pepper is done cooking. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add the tomato paste and also add my veggies. I'm using frozen veggies, so it doesn't really matter what time I add these veggies. I'm gonna add them right now. Okay, yeah, basically once you add the tomato paste, just stir at it, mix it well in there. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do off camera. Just mix it well to make sure it mixes. And then I'm gonna add, before I add the veggies, I actually need to go ahead and add my spices. So I'm going to show you guys all the spices I'm going to be using to make this jollof rice. The spices is very straightforward. Okay, I'm just using Jamaican curry powder, I'm using some nutmeg, and I'm going to be using some bay leaves. Okay, sometimes I add bay leaves to my jollof rice, sometimes I don't, and today I feel like adding some, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and add it. Bay leaves gives your jollof rice a very good scent, okay, and a very flavorful taste. So I'm going to go ahead and dump it in the stew right now and add the rest of my spices, and I think I'll give the stew like a minute to actually cook, and then go ahead and add my veggies, and then add my stock from the meat, and we can go ahead and add the rice. Guys, the tomato sauce for the jollof rice is basically done cooking at this point. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add the broth and then add my veggies and the rice at the same time, and yeah, So I start off with the broth, so it guides me with the amount of water I will need to add in the future. So add all your broth. I'm going to stir at it right now, and then add the veggies, the frozen veggies, and the rice, and after that I will find out how much more water I need to add. With you guys, when I'm cooking jollof rice or any stew or whatever, I like to use fresh veggies, but sometimes when I have a lot of foods to cook and I don't have time to be cutting all them veggies, I just buy frozen veggies to make my life easy. So I'm going to add frozen veggies. I always make sure I rinse it, so you guys can see I use a strainer to rinse it. And yeah, I've added my veggies, so I'm going to add my rice at this point, okay? And then yeah, I will just add a bit of water to it, and the meat as well. So yeah, I'm actually cooking with jasmine rice, so I went ahead to add my rice to the pot. I'm just going to stir at it to make sure everything mixes really well, and then I will determine how much water to add, okay? But before that, I will also add the meat that I fried to it at this point. So as you can see, the tomato is actually nice, okay? I don't think I need to add more water because it's jasmine rice, but I'll be checking on it from time to time to, you know, see how well it's cooking, and then I might sprinkle a bit of water to it. Yes, I think the amount of water is perfect at this point, so I don't need to add any water, and it's because it's jasmine's rice, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and just add the meat on here and just let it cook and do its own thing. Guys, I've added the fried turkey meat, okay? You can actually decide not to add it to the jollof rice and just let it be there and add some sauce to wait and just serve it with the jollof rice. But sometimes you want the meat actually in the jollof rice, okay? Like goat meat and all that stuff, you know. So yeah, basically done at this point. I'm just going to let it cook, and of course add a bit of salt to it, you know, for taste. And yeah, that's it. And I'll be showing you guys how the food is cooking from time to time, okay? So the jollof rice is actually done cooking, okay? I did not add any water to it, so basically I just cooked this big pot of jollof rice with a little broth from the turkey that I got, okay? So yeah, basically when you're cooking rice, you know, like something like jasmine rice, and you want it to be separated like so, you just need a little bit of water, okay? You don't need a whole lot of water because this rice will get really sticky really quick, okay? So yeah, just the broth, I was able to cook this amount of jollof rice in this big pot. And yeah, also make sure that you put your stove on low, okay? At most like 2, okay? Don't surpass 4, okay? And just be checking on it frequently. Like I know how my jollof rice like I cook my jollof rice, so I left it on 2. And I was just sitting there doing other stuff, you know, because I'm a very busy person. And I just came to check on it, you know, flipped it, came back again, and the jollof rice is done, basically. So yeah, this is how it's looking like. It's fully done. It smells so good. It looks really yummy. You guys can see. And this is how the turkey will actually be looking like in the jollof rice. So yeah, it's actually really tasty. So yeah. And I love the aroma that I'm really getting from this jollof rice. So you guys can actually try out this recipe as well. You don't have to use turkey. You can use goat meat, you can use chicken, you can use beef, you can use pork, whatever meat that you want to use. I know goat meat is common, you know, but yeah, you can use any other meat. You don't have to use goat, okay? You can even use lamb if you want to. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you, and as always, God loves you more, and I hope to see you guys on my next video. Bye.